Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to set up different enemy types such as mob enemies and boss enemies. So let's get started. Let's rename this to humanoid mob enemy. There we go. And so what we can do for the boss enemy is just Control D to duplicate the mob enemy. Call this one boss enemy. Okay, and now the main thing that we need to do for the boss is we need to get rid of the health bar because the boss will have a different kind of health bar. Okay, now let's go back here, blueprints, AI. Let's duplicate the behavior tree, and this one will be called BP underscore boss enemy. Actually, instead of BP underscore, let's call this BT underscore for behavior tree. We can do the same thing for the example enemy. So BT underscore example enemy. Okay, and for the boss enemy, we can add a bunch of different types of attacks, like rare attacks, maybe some ranged attacks. So the AI's behavior will be a bit different compared to the mob enemy. So let's go ahead and get started working on that. Let's start out with doing different types of ranged attacks. And so what we can do is, let's go to Blueprints, AI, enums. Let's create a new enum. Call this one E underscore AI attack range. Okay, and this will be close range. And this one will be medium range. That should be all we need is close range and medium range. Okay, so let's go to Blueprints, AI, Behavior Tree Nodes, and let's open up our Update Behavior service, and let's add a new variable. And this will be of type Blackboard key selector. We'll call this one attacking range type. Okay, and we will make that instance editable. Let's also add it to our Blackboard. So we'll add a key, we have type enum, AI, attack range. And for the key type, okay, expand key type, and the enum type will be AI attack range. Okay, save. Let's go back here. And now what we can do is select our service, and for attacking range type, we need to set that as AI attack range. Okay, let's go back to our service, and let's create a new function, set attacking range type. We need to add an input of type attacking range enum. Okay, compile and save. And now get attack range type, and we can set value as enum. Okay, let's go to our update behavior. And here in the attacking behavior, where we're setting the behavior to attack, we can add a sequence. So we can set behavior to attack, and then here we can get the distance. And this will be the overall attacking range. Actually, we could probably make this into multiple variables. So let's duplicate both of these, and this will be close range attack distance, and this one will be medium range attacking distance. Actually, we could just, instead of medium range attacking distance, we could just make this one total attacking distance. And so in order to attack, this enemy must be within, I don't know, we'll make this something like 600, and close attacking distance will be something like 300 or 400, total attacking distance 700. And we can just make sure that we are within total attacking distance range. Is the distance less than or equal to close range attacking distance? If it is, then we set range attack type. Let's get a selector. And let's do this. So if this is true, then we are close range, and if this is false, we are medium range, okay? And now what we can do is go to our boss enemy, and let's add a selector. Okay. And we'll have multiple of these. Okay, now it's going to select a specific attack. We want there to be multiple ranged attacks. We can actually add another selector. And then have this connected to the selector. And here we could add like a medium ranged rare attack if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's add a decorator. This will be a blackboard decorator. Observer rewards will be self. And actually, we could just move this here to this selector. And the attack will be medium range if we have that. It looks like we don't. So attack will be medium range. We'll call this node name medium range attack. For this blackboard condition, let's check is a attack range equal to medium range. And let's just copy all of this, paste it here, and this will be for the close range. We can rename the selector to medium range, and we can rename the selector to close range. Okay, just delete that and change this to is equal to close range. There we go. Add some animations to our boss enemy for medium range, which I don't think we have that, so we need to add it to the master AI. Let's go to montages, attacks, and let's duplicate the close range. Let's name this medium range. Now let's open the get action montage and let's add medium range here. Okay, let's compile and save. Okay, let's actually put our boss enemy into the world and see what sort of results we get. And then add the boss enemy right here. Turn the boss enemy around. Okay, and now we need to open up the boss enemy. And in class defaults, we need to set this to the boss enemy behavior tree. Let's see how this works. Okay. So it seems to be working like normal. Okay, there seems to be a bit of an issue here. He put his weapon away. Okay, and I believe the reason why that happened is because here in the AI controller, we have the auto success range from last seen location. Let's set that to something like 2500. Okay, compile and save, and let's try again and see if we can recreate that issue. Okay, it seems like the issue is now gone. Okay, that should work pretty good. And now what we can do is, medium range doesn't have anything in it, so we can add an animation for that. Let's go to our boss enemy. Let's add in class defaults. For attacks, let's add a medium range attack. Okay, let's add the jump slam attack for medium range, so we can add this one. Let's see if that even works at all right now. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. Let me check this. It's the move to. And it's the acceptance radiance of the move to. Okay, now in order to add the different ranges to the behavior tree, what we can do is let's add another sequence. This one can be the medium range, and this one can be close range. So let's add another decorator. This will be a blackboard condition. Result change will absorb self. Okay, and then the condition will be a attack range equal to, yeah, this will be probably close range. So yeah, let's just close range attack. Okay, now this one is going to, well, we don't need this sequence. Let's just copy and paste this one and rename this one to medium range attack. And let's just plug this in like this. And that one can be the same. This one is going to be medium range. Okay, now we can just copy all of these, plug them up just the same as they were before. Move this over a bit, get some more room. Now we can expand this comment out. Now, the attack that we are going to perform is the medium range attack. Let's see if this works. Just performing medium range only. So we can actually set the acceptance radiance for the medium range to what we want the medium range to be. That will be about, we could say about 500. And the acceptance range for the close range could be 200. Try that. Yeah, 200. The acceptance radiance for the close range. Let's see how that works. Okay. It's a little bit too much for the medium range. And that's also a bit too much for the close range. Let's see, the acceptance radiance here could be 150 for the close range, and the medium range could be, instead of 500, let's try 400. Okay, that's good. Okay, it seems like everything's working good now. So sometimes the AI will spam ranged attacks over and over. We don't want that. So what we can do is, let's go to the behavior tree, and we need to make some changes here. Okay, so in order to fix that, what we can do is add a cooldown. So add decorator, and let's add a cooldown. And that cooldown is going to be for 5 seconds, but adding a cooldown like this will create some issues. So the issues that it will create is, once he does this, it will do absolutely nothing for 5 seconds. So what we need to do to fix this is we need to make some changes to our behavior tree. So let's add a selector. We'll call this one attacking. Okay, and then we can move the Blackboard base condition is AI behavior equal to attacking to here, and we can delete it on this one. Okay, and now we're going to first try to run the medium range attack. And then we will try to run the close range attack. Go ahead and move these. That should fix the issue. Let's try it again. Let's see here if the character doesn't wait. Okay, yep, that did fix the issue. And now the character will have a cooldown for ranged attack, so he should be able to perform the ranged attack again. The cooldown should be gone by now. Okay, and to fix the issue where he's just standing there doing nothing, we need to basically delete this condition. So basically what's going to happen is, if these conditions are met, it's going to perform this one. Otherwise, it's going to perform this one. So let's test it again. So if he does the ranged attack again, you run away. Okay, yes, he does do the ranged attack. Then after that, he will no longer do it for at least 5 seconds because there's a bit of a cooldown. And that's working pretty well. So the last thing that we're going to add for our boss now is chance-based attacks. What we can do here is let's add another selector. And this selector will have our light attack. So it's going to be our normal attack. And let's see, let's copy this and paste it. Let's add this here. Let's create a new decorator. So this in behavior tree nodes. We'll call this one D underscore chance condition. So now what we're going to do is override the perform condition check AI. Okay, and we need to create a variable. This will be of type integer, and this will be chance percentage. Okay, and now we can make the slider range go from 0 to 100, and the value range will also go from 0 to 100. And the chance percentage will also be instance editable, compile and save. And now we need to get random integer in range. We need to check, is this less than or equal to chance percentage? Okay, if it is less than or equal to chance percentage, and also the max needs to be 100. Okay, so if this is less than chance percentage, then we return true. Now let's go back to our boss behavior tree. Let's add a decorator here. We'll add the chance decorator, chance condition. And this chance percentage here will be 60. As you can see, the slider range also goes from 0 to 100. And that's what we set before when we set the slider range. So from 0% to 100%, and this will be 60%. Okay, and we can create a new gameplay tag for this. This will be a new attack type. This will be rare attack. Basically, there's a 60% chance to perform the normal attack and a 40% chance to perform the rare attack. We can call this one, let's rename it to, we could name this one select attack. Now let's go back to our master AI and let's duplicate one of these. This will be rare attack. Okay, and now we need to create a new entry here. We need to add rare attack. Let's return rare attack. Okay, compile and save. Okay, now let's go to the boss enemy. Here in class defaults, let's add a rare attack. I'm going to make this one as the heavy attack montage. Compile and save. Okay, let's see if that works. So he should, at some random time, perform the rare attack. Okay. Now he's doing the normal. But yeah, he did it right there. So he does do the rare attack, and you can, if you think he does it too often, you can adjust the chance. Or even you can flip this if you want to. And you can say that he has a 40% chance to do the rare attack. And if he doesn't do the rare attack, he does the normal attack. Close range attack. And that's fine as well. That's pretty much the same thing. But it might be easier to adjust the conditions if you do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's set up our health bar for our boss. So first, let's close out all these tabs because we no longer need them. Let's go to Combat System UI, and let's create a new widget blueprint. Let's right-click User Interface, Widget Blueprint, and we'll call this one, okay, this will be a user widget, and we'll call this one WB underscore boss health. And what we're going to do for this one is we need to add a canvas panel. Okay, now let's add a health bar. Add that to the canvas panel. Let's move this to be near the bottom, and we can set our anchor to be in the bottom middle. And we can place it about here, and let's scale it up. Compile and save. And let's go to the graph, and let's get the health bar, and let's initialize. Also, we need to set the use player stats component to false. And let's create a custom event here. This will be initialize, and we need to pass through the stats component. Okay, compile and save. Now let's go to our boss enemy character blueprint. And what we need to do is let's create a custom event. Toggle boss health visibility. Actually, instead of toggle, let's call this set boss health visibility. Be visible. Now let's create widget. The widget that we want to create is the boss health. And the owning player is going to be get player controller. Okay, actually we want to do this on begin play. By default, the visibility will be, let's say, not visible. Yeah, hidden. Okay, and we can promote this to a variable. Boss health UI. Okay, now we're going to get boss health UI. Let's convert to validated get. Let's set visibility. And we can add a selector here. If visible is true, then it'll be visible. If visible is false, then it will be hidden. On the death event, let's set health visibility. It will be not visible. Let's go to our master AI. Actually, let's create another event. Custom event on C actor. And let's create an input type actor. Sensed actor. Okay. And now let's add. Okay, now let's go to the blueprints AI controller. And here in update perception, whenever we set this, we also need to run the function from the AI. So let's actually collapse this to a function. Collapse function set target actor. As an input, we'll make actor. Okay, and this will be the target actor. We'll call this new target actor. Now plug this in here like this. And after that, let's get our master AI, convert to validated get. And actually, I guess we could call this on target set. This will be new target. So that way it'll be a little bit more consistent. On target set. The new target is going to be the new target actor. Okay, compile and save. Now let's go back to our update perception. We can run this here, so we need to run the sensed actor. And we need to run the same thing here. Okay, and here we can set it to nothing. Okay, compile and save. Now, let's go to boss enemy. Let's add event on target set. And we can add call to parent function just in case we want to add anything to the parent. Let's see here. Let's check is valid. If it is valid, then the health will be visible. If it is not valid, then it will not be visible. Okay, and that should work. Let's test that out. Okay, it's not working. The reason why that it isn't working is that we need to initialize it. So on begin play, we'll initialize it with the stats component. Okay, let's try again. Okay, and now we need to add to viewport. Add to viewport. Okay, there we go. Compile and save, and let's test it out and see if it works. Okay, it's not working. But for some reason, the health bar isn't showing up. So let's see. Oh, the visibility of this is hidden. I think we made a mistake here, and we need to click this and make the default visibility to hidden. We need to make the default visibility here as hidden. This will be hidden. Okay, compile and save, and let's try that again. Okay, yes, now it is working. So now we have our enemy health bar, our boss health bar. Let's see if it updates. Yes, it does. Okay, and something else that we can do is we can rename this to mob enemy. So that's the mob enemy behavior tree, and that's the boss enemy behavior tree. So it's a boss enemy, humanoid mob enemy. Let's duplicate the humanoid mob enemy. We can call this one heavy mob enemy. Let's actually rename this humanoid mob enemy to just mob enemy. So we have our mob enemy, our heavy mob enemy. So we have our mob enemy, our heavy mob enemy, and our boss enemy. Let's open up our heavy mob enemy. Basically, the heavy mob is simply going to be a boss that has a smaller health bar and the health displays like a mob. And that is going to be the heavy mob enemy. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. We have set up low-level mobs, tough mobs, and bosses. We have created different attack ranges for our AI. And we have set up rare attacks. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we are going to make improvements to the combat system.